The finale of season 7 ended with a very defiant, very determined Atwater. I think we find Atwater understanding his position as a vessel in the Chicago Police Department. Almost, I liken it to how when Spider-Man got bit by the spider, and he didn't know he was going to have powers. And I think in season 8, we started to see those powers take form. We started to see the police department take reform. And yeah, I think it's Atwater's awakening.
Well, last season was interesting because the really most significant part of it was that Atwater was standing up for where he was and what he believed in. And he was getting a lot of pressure from the blue wall, so complicated, which kind of teed us up for everything that happened during the COVID lockdown with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and all the other stuff. So we were right kind of in the thick of that in a way already.
I think fans should be excited that I think we're going to continue to keep the show very layered in season 8. You know, obviously there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in our country, and the show will reflect that. You know, you're not going to miss out on anything that you already love about the show, but I think that you'll find more to like about it.
I'm personally most excited for the stories. I think we're telling very authentic stories that have nuances that I think will teach our audience. I think we're storytelling in a way that doesn't just entertain but also educates. And what I'm most looking forward to is how our audience responds.
Voight is extremely rooted in present time, so he doesn't do a lot of self-reflection, but that does not mean that he doesn't have a lot of self-awareness. And obviously, as we go into this 8th season, after all the stuff that's going down and, you know, all this talk about a need for reformation in police departments, he's kind of being pushed, if he wants to keep his job and do his job well, it's going to be under new circumstances.
I think we're trying to have a very nuanced conversation about some very difficult subject matter. And I'm really proud of the writers, and I'm proud of the writers for tackling it the way that they did. I think that the first episode is beautifully written. I watched some scenes that LaRoyce Hawkins did playing Atwater, along with Jason Beghe, that I was really blown away with. I think the audience will be blown away too.
If I can be transparent, I think that this role has never been more imperative than it is now. I'm grateful for the opportunity to play a first responder, especially like Atwater, because I think now I have the chance not only to uplift the image of the black man, but to allow our audience to reimagine policing in a way that we believe will really tell a great story. Not just a great story, but